Eighth graders, this is to help you with question 4 on CR 19. It says if 3/5 n plus 3 is equal to 18, what is the value of n? Okay, 3/5 times n plus 3 is equal to 18, and we're looking for the value of n. And you could plug each of your answers in for n, simplify this side, see if you get 18, that's guessing and checking. I'm going to walk you through the process for solving a two-step equation, because really you're going to get to much more complicated equations in 8th grade, so it's important that you have a process to follow. So the first thing we do is we focus on the side with the n. You go to the constant, the number without the n attached. Because we're adding 3 here, you undo that addition with subtraction. You actually subtract 3 off from the left-hand side of that equal sign, because 3 minus 3 will zero out. It'll just give us a simpler equation to work with. But if I'm subtracting 3 on the left-hand side of the equal sign, I have to go to the right-hand side of the equal sign and also subtract 3. So on the left-hand side, 3 minus 3, zero out. We don't even have to write that. We just have 3/5 n equals, what's 18 minus 3? 18 minus 3 is 15. So now I look here and I say, what's the operation between the 3/5 and the n? Oh, that means 3/5 times n. Again, I go to the side with the variable, with the n, trying to isolate that all by itself with a coefficient of 1. How do I undo this multiplication? I undo that multiplication with division. If I'm multiplying n by 3/5, I undo that multiplication by dividing by 3/5. That will get me a coefficient of 1 on the left-hand side. 3/5 divided by 3/5 is just a fancy form of 1. 1 times n is just n. So that way I'll isolate n by itself. But if I'm going to divide 3/5 on the left-hand side of an equal sign, I have to also divide 3/5 on the right-hand side of an equal sign. So now I have to do 15 divided by 3/5. So here's my scrap work off to the side. I'm going to keep, change, flip. So I have 15 divided by 3/5. I'm going to keep that 15, change my division to multiplication, and flip over this second fraction, make it 5/3. 15 is the same as 15 over 1. I can simplify here a little bit. 3 goes into 3 once, 3 goes into 15 5 times. Then when I multiply straight across the top, straight across the bottom, 5 times 5 is 25 over 1 times 1 is 1. 25 over 1 is just 25. There you have it. That's how you solve a two-step equation.